Hello, good afternoon. It is over and over and over again. My name is Richard. This is Matchday Live. It is Champions League action. It is Arsenal women away in Gothenburg in Sweden against Hacken. This is going to be something very, very special indeed. So stay with us for all the action. So it is Champions League qualifying. This is round two, a two-leg tie away today in Hacken. Next week we are at home at Meadow Park. If we get through this, we'll be in the group stage of the Champions League, of course, where we failed last season. So, of course, what we need is the team news for you. We have got it, and this is it. So for Arsenal in goal, it is Manu Zinsberger. Back for Emily Fox. Lotta Rubenmoy comes in, Leah Cadena and Katie McCabe. In midfield, captain Kim Little, Kyra Cooney-Cross and Rosa Kafaji comes in, of course, against her former club. And the front three is Beth Mead, Lesia Russo and Mariona Caldente. What a strong side that is for Arsenal. On the bench then is the two goalkeepers, Daphne Van Domselaar and Naomi Williams. There's Leah Williamson, Laura Wainwrighter, Katie Reid, Leah Volti, Katarina Call, Freya Godfrey, Frida Marnham, Caitlin Ford, Leah Harbour, and of course Stina Black-Steniers, another former Hacken player. For Hacken and in goal it is Jennifer Falk, who's the captain. Their back four is Hannah Widge, Josephine Rybrink, Emma Ostland and Elma Nelhage. In midfield it's Joanna Fosdalsa, Philippe Cormac and Tabby Tyndale, and their front three is Anna Anvergaard, of course used to play for Everton, Alice Bergstrom and Clarissa Caristi. So they are your lineup. So what do you make of that Arsenal team? It's pretty smart, isn't it? Pretty attacking minded. Couple of changes at the back I was a little bit unsure about, actually. Terry says, good evening, Richard, Greg, and all in the chat. Come on, you Gunner girls. Indeed. Greg says, evening, Richard, Terry, seen the team. It's a very attacking lineup. Nigel says, how do you get here from the Arsenal website? I don't really know. Terry says, looking good tonight. It looks like we're going for the kill from the start. Let's hope so, yeah. Nigel says, I always have to Google it to get the feed. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Just have to Google it, my friend. Emerson's with us. How you doing? Good. Hope you are doing well. Looking forward to the game, I am sure. And Terry says to Emerson, evening, mate. Indeed. So we're getting ready for the kickoff here. There is a German referee, and I'm sure Andreas has picked the referee. So it's going to be in our favour. Of course it is. Lord Andreas has worked his magic, I am sure. And I say it's a very attacking Arsenal lineup, isn't it, tonight? With Kafaji in the team, of course, with Mariona in the team, Leslie, Beth Mead. It's got goals in it, this team, hasn't it? Obviously, our problems last season were keeping the ball out of the net as opposed to sticking it in the net. So, but, you know, Lotta comes back in. Is there a problem with Leah slightly? Is there an injury issue with her? I'm not sure. But she is on the bench, Leah Williamson, tonight. Of course, you know, we've got games to manage. We've got a big game coming up at the weekend and then the second leg next week. So it is about using the squad, isn't it? It's about squad rotation and making sure that you pick the right team to get the result. And, of course, tonight it's important that we take a result back to Meadow Park next week. Whether or not it's a win would be fantastic. A draw wouldn't be the end of the world. I always say the same. If it's a draw, you always wonder how the game's gone before you look at it as a good result or a bad result. But overall, a draw away from home in the first leg of a European tie is never a bad result, is it? So we would take that. But I think we can win. I'm going to go 2-1 to Arsenal. Let's get your score predictions in, guys. Greg says Arsenal 3-1 win. Only problems in goal. Well, yeah, obviously she's keeping her place for the time being. Well, I think we all think it's only a matter of time. Arsenal, of course, are in the red and white kit, and Hacken are in yellow and black stripes, which is their kit, of course, and a very nice kit it is. Emerson says you have to be a membership to get on the website. Oh, yeah, on the Arsenal website, you need a membership, yeah. But stay with us because you won't miss anything, so that'll be fine. Anyway, we are just about to get off and underway here in Gothenburg. Of course, Hacken have a very good side in the Swedish league. We know that they had a great Champions League campaign last season. They played Chelsea, didn't they, in the group stage, and Real Madrid as well. Emerson's gone 2-1. Yeah, I fancy a 2-1, my friend, as well. I do fancy a 2-1 tonight. I think we will do it. It's going to be Arsenal kickoff. We're attacking the goal to our left in the first half. Is it an artificial pitch? It looks like it might be, actually. A lot of the Scandinavian grounds have artificial pitches, don't they, due to the weather that they get in the winter. And so we're just about to kick off here, and we are off and underway. Leslie Russo plays it back to Leia Cadena. Lotta Wildermoy gets her first touch. Not played a lot of football, though, has she, lately, Lotta, with the injury that she's had. Let's hope that she settles in quickly. Katie McCabe up this near side, plays the ball forward, looking for the run there of Leslie Russo, but Hacken do manage to get it away. But Arsenal win it back with Kafaji, of course, knows this pitch and this ground very, very well. She had a great season for Hacken last year, didn't she, of course? And now she's in our colour. So the pitch does look to be a bit of a problem in terms of the fact it is an artificial pitch. And, you know, it's always different playing on that to playing on grass, isn't it? What we're used to. But, you know, we've got artificial surfaces, of course, at the training ground. And I'm sure we'll be properly prepared. Anyway, Arsenal won the ball back with Mariona on this near side. Finds Kyra Cooney cross. It's been a good start this from Arsenal. If we can get the early goal to settle us down, that would be fantastic. We've not even played a minute yet, and Hacken haven't really touched the ball. Not outside their own penalty area anyway. Arsenal coming forward again over on that far side. Beth Mead touches it back to the goalkeeper. Manu Zinsberger, all in yellow, which is strange because they're yellow and black sort of kits, a little bit sort of a clash really. Anyway, good play there in the centre circle from Leslie Russo. It looks like she was fouled. Referee says no, and now Hacken can come forward, but the ball's going to run through all the way to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. It was Laressi there for Hacken trying to play that ball through, but Arsenal dealt with that fairly comfortably, you have to say. Now Arsenal will try and come forward over on that far side again, but that ball from Lotta has gone out for a throw. Good to see Lotta back. Of course, Arsenal's player of the year last season. Brilliant season that she had. Of course, she did miss the last couple of games, and she missed all the internationals in the summer, and she's only just back now in the team. So let's see. Hopefully she's not too rusty, because she might be putting a bit of pressure tonight, because Hacken aren't a bad side. And they are trying to come forward themselves now up this near side. Their first real attack, actually. You know, might get an opportunity here to get the ball into the box. In fact, there's an offside on this near side. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. It was Tyndall there who was offside, the American. And it is a free kick to Arsenal, which looks like Leia Cadena is going to take. Really starting to establish herself now, as she has a first choice. The Spaniard. She had a bit of an up and down season last year with injuries and one or two other things settling in. But you have to say, you know, she's now got the number 5 shirt for this season, and she's looking a very, very accomplished player. That's not a very good free kick, though, just saying that. Anyway, Leslie Russo does win it back, and now Katie McCabe on this near side touches it back to Kyra Cooney cross. Hacken trying to press high up the pitch, but Arsenal do win the throw. We've played 3 minutes. It is still Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. So important, isn't it, that we get into the group stage of the Champions League after what happened last year. And, yeah, so important. Of course, our last foray into the Champions League proper ended in the semi-final, didn't it? That fantastic match against Wolfsburg, of course, which almost took us into the final. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now, looking good in this attack. Russo's inside the box. He goes around the keeper, but the angle's tight. Oh, in fact, the offside flag was up. Leslie Russo there into that position that she's so good at. She took it round the keeper. It was a tight angle, but the offside flag was up anyway. it wouldn't have counted. In fact, the play stopped, and now Hacken have got a throw in Arsenal's half. There does seem to be quite a few Arsenal fans dotted around the stadium as well, which is good. Always travel, don't we, the Arsenal fans? And of course, Sunday, they don't need to travel too far because we are at the Emirates, of course, against Manchester City. They are also in action tonight in the Champions League qualifiers. They are away against a team we know all too well, don't we? Paris FC, who, of course, knocked us out last year. So that is who Manchester City are currently playing. They are away. So that is what's going on there. We'll keep you up to date with their score as well. I believe it's still 0-0. Anyway, Hacken are coming forward now, get the ball into the box, but Kyra Cooney crosses there just in front of that defence there and tidies that up well. Plays it to Leia Cadena over on this near side. She touches it back to Manu Zinsberger. Of course, Arsenal got through the little qualifying competition to get to this stage fairly comfortably. The 6-0 win, of course, against Rangers, and then beating Rosenborg, of course, 1-0, which gave us a few more nerves than it should have done. We dominated that game and we really should have been well clear. But in the end, of course, when you're only 1-0 up, you're hanging on a little. When you are coming forward now with Kafaji, can she have an impact against her former side? She finds Mariona there, but Hacken do clear the ball. But Arsenal back on the front foot again. Kim Little plays out to that far side to Emily Fox, finds Beth Mead, quite central. Beth plays it square here to Katie McCabe. She thought about a shot. She's cut inside, plays it forward. It's going to beat her Rosa Kafaji, but it just runs out of play. And it's going to be a goal kick to Hacken. 5.5 minutes played. Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. It's been a reasonably positive start from Arsenal so far. They haven't created any opportunities yet, but neither have Hacken. Arsenal probably just about dominated the possession. We've certainly had more of the ball in Hacken's half than they have in ours. But Hacken are trying to come forward now over on that far side. But Arsenal pressing high up the pitch, making it difficult for Hacken to get out. The ball has gone back to the goalkeeper, Falk, and she plays it up this near side. And Arsenal really, really pressing high up the pitch inside the penalty area here. The goalkeeper was forced a little bit longer out on that far side. Plays it forward up the line. But Arsenal have won the ball back well. Now there's a little bit of space here for Beth Mead. Touches it back to Emily Fox. This is nice football from Arsenal. Now it's with Lotta Wubermoy, and she goes back to Manu Zinsberger. We have played 6.5 minutes in Gothenburg. It is Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. But Arsenal now with an opportunity to come forward here. Mariona plays the ball out to that far side, but she's overhit it. And maybe the surface is playing having a little bit of an issue there with some of the passing early on in this game for Arsenal, but I'm sure we'll be fine once we've got used to the pitch. It is, of course, a 3G pitch, not what we're used to playing on a regular basis. But I say we do have artificial pitches at the training ground. Anyway, Hacken in possession in their own back four over on that far side, just knocking it around. And this time Arsenal aren't really pressing as high up the pitch as we were last time. But Mariona presses it, almost wins the ball. Not quite manages to, and Hacken do keep possession. Now Arsenal pressing higher up, puts the goalkeeper under a bit of pressure there, but she goes long, Jennifer Falk, and it is headed out there by Kyra Cooney cross. It's going to be a throw to Hacken on this near side. 7.5 minutes played, 0-0. Don't forget, this is a two-legged game. There was a second leg next week at Meadow Park. Next Thursday it is, in actual fact. That's where it's all going to be decided, unless, of course, either of these two teams wins big tonight. Anyway, there's a mistake at the back there was from Leia Cadena, but luckily the Hacken player just in behind was offside. Otherwise, she would have been in on goal there. She was offside, which was just as well, actually, because Leia Cadena completely missed the ball. She would have been clean through on goal there. It would have been Larissi there, but in the end, the flag went up. And now Arsenal trying to come forward over on that far side. Emily Fox should keep this in. She does. Plays the ball in field. That's a good ball as well. Kim Little, can she get the cross in? She's being buffered about there, and in the end, it's gone behind. It is going to be the corner. Well done to Captain Kim. Won that corner there for Arsenal. And it's the first corner of the game. 9 minutes on the clock. Leia Cadena is going forward into the penalty area. She's got a couple of goals, of course, in a recent friendly against Southampton from set pieces. Can she repeat the trick? Leslie Russo's in there. Lotta's in there as well. Mariona is in the penalty area. Arsenal got a lot of bodies forward here. Can we get someone on the end of this? It's going to be Katie McKay with this corner from that far side. So she's going to in-string it with her left foot. Her delivery is normally so good. In fact, she goes short instead to Beth Mead. Beth Mead's crossed towards the far post. Leslie Russo with a diving header, and it is on target, but it was comfortable in the end for the goalkeeper. A slightly unusual corner. That's a slightly unusual clearance by the goalkeeper as well, actually. Hasn't gone very far at all. And Mariona can't quite get possession, but she does know, in fact, it's already gone behind for a throw to Arsenal. But that was our first real effort at goal there. Leslie Russo's header. She couldn't quite get the power on it. It was on target, but it was quite comfortable in the end for the goalkeeper. Arsenal coming forward again. Mariona, very central, plays the ball out to that far side. Emily Fox finds Beth Mead. That link up on that right-hand side last season has a lot of potential there, doesn't it? Of course, Emily only joined us in January now. Mariona picks the ball out. That's a lovely little ball through. Kim Little finds Leslie Russo, but not quite, actually. It was good defending, and it is going to be a throw to Arsenal in line with the Hacken penalty area. We've gone past the 10-minute mark, and Arsenal have started positively in this game. Could do with a goal, couldn't we? Let's be honest. We could do with a goal. Emily Fox is going to take this throw. The American. She's got plenty of options here. Plays it back instead to Lotta Wubben-Moy and gets it back, but actually it's gone out of play. But sloppy that from Arsenal. There was a few other options there for Emily Fox. In the end, the throw wasn't great. Lotta's touch wasn't great. And in the end, Hacken have now won at the throw over on that far side, and they get possession and switch the ball up this near side. But actually, that's going to roll out of play. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal, this time on the near side, which Katie McCabe is going to take just in front of the technical area there, the Hacken technical area. Jonas is sitting on the bench at the moment. He's not out there. He's taking it all in with his coaching staff. I'm sure he'll be reasonably satisfied with how we've started this game. We've been positive. We've played some nice little football without creating too much at the moment, but we're still settling in. And I'm sure we will start to create one or two opportunities as the halfway is on. Kyra Cooney cross now. Central touches the ball off to Leia Cadena, gets it back again. Kyra plays the ball forward. Lovely turn from Leslie Russo with a shot just wide. Brilliant attacking play there from Leslie Russo. Great ball it was there through from Kyra Cooney cross there. Split that defence over. What a turn that was from Leslie Russo from the edge of the box and fired a shot just past that post. Arsenal's best effort so far. In fact, only two efforts at goal have both been from Leslie Russo. Now Arsenal pressing really high as Hacken tries to play it out from the back, which everybody tries to do, and not always very successfully. And Arsenal have won the ball back now. It's back in the penalty area again with Leslie Russo. Touches it off Mariona with a shot just over the top, and suddenly the chances are coming. Leslie Russo there found Mariona Caldente and her effort. She had to hit it early, and it's gone over the top there. Little Curry says, watching out here in Cordoba, Spain. Oh, you were fantastic. Terry says, to be honest, the pitch looks in good condition. Well, no, it's in good condition. Yeah, it's just an artificial pitch, isn't it? So you just get some strange bounces and stuff, don't you? It's not always the easiest pitch to play on, is it? Especially when you're not used to it. Anyway, Arsenal just won the ball back. We're starting to be a little bit more aggressive now. And is this going to be the moment when we can start to really push on and get a goal? But the ball's now gone back to Manu Zinsberger just inside the Arsenal penalty area away to our right. She plays it out to that far side. Emily Fox plays it back to Manu Zinsberger. Now it comes up this near side. Leia Cadena finds Mariona on this near touchline. Plays it into Katie McKay, who surely was fouled. She was fouled. And that was risky there from Widge, the Hacken defender, because Katie's going to get one back on her, you do feel. It was a bit of a wild challenge, actually, through the back of her there. A wild hack at her. And Katie will not be happy about that, will she? She's definitely going to get some revenge there. That wasn't a very great tackle on her at all, was it? Probably worthy of a yellow card in actual fact, but I don't think it was given as a yellow card. Anyway, it is a free kick to Arsenal just inside their Hacken half. Katie McCabe takes it herself and spreads the ball out to Lotta. Plays it up that far side. Emily Fox plays it infield to Kim Little, gets it back again. Emily Fox over on that far side. But again, Hacken have won the ball. Not great from Arsenal. We do win it back again. Kafaji twisting and turning past a couple of challenges. Finds at Beth Mead. Now it's with Emily Fox over on that far side. Now it's with Kim Little. Arsenal trying to find some space. Leia Cadena plays up this near side. Katie McCabe played it in first time, looking for Mariona. It was cut out. And Hacken should prevent this from going out, but they give the ball straight back to Arsenal. Katie McCabe on this near side plays it back in to Leia Cadena. Lovely turn again from Leslie Russo. The ball falls to Mariona inside the box. Can she get a shot away? Lovely 1-2. Oh, with Beth Mead, and Mariona couldn't get the shot away. And it's gone behind for a corner. Lovely football there inside the box. Mariona is looking lively, isn't she? Some really nice touches from her. Lovely little 1-2 with Beth Mead, and in the end, she couldn't quite get the shot away, Marianne, but it's a corner. And to Arsenal there, just ran away from her there, Mariona. In fact, it was almost an own goal. The clearance only just went past the post, in actual fact. Slightly hurried clearance it was, but it is going to be a corner to Arsenal. But some lovely football there. Leslie Russo. And there's an injury there to the player who actually fouled Katie McCabe. It wasn't Katie McCabe involved. It was actually Leslie Russo, and it wasn't a foul. It was just a coming together a little bit, and it is going to be a corner to Arsenal when we get back off and underway again. We've played 15 and a half minutes, and it's been a good 15 and a half minutes from Arsenal. And it is Widge who's got injured, but she's back up on her feet again. And Hacken are going to have to defend this corner with 10 players because the defender there isn't allowed to come back on yet. Greg says we're looking lively. We are looking lively, yes. Indeed we are. We just need a goal. Another short corner though. This time Katie McCabe is going to put the low cross in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, and Arsenal can't quite get on the end of it there, and Hacken hack it away. It goes deep into Arsenal's half, but Kim Little is going to pick this ball up and plays it square to Manu Zinsberger. You do feel the way this game is playing out so far, if we can get a goal, you think we'll go on and potentially win this game. But that first goal can be so important. We've played 16 and a half minutes. We've got an early goal, or reasonably early goal, in both of the two qualifying games so far. And we're getting to the sort of point now where we scored in both of those games. I think it was 16 minutes against Rangers and about 18 against Rosenborg. We've played 16 and a half minutes now, so you'd expect a goal any second now, really, wouldn't you? Let's see if we can get one. Leia Cadena now bringing the ball forward up this near side for Arsenal. Plays it square to Beth Mead. Touches it off nicely to Kyra Cooney-Cross. Now it's over on that far side. Mariona in possession finds Emily Fox. Can Arsenal get a cross into the box? Fox is forced back to Mariona again. And that's with Kyra Cooney-Cross. Now Lotta Wuba-Moy. Play that to that far side. And Arsenal with lots of possession. Oh, that's a lovely turn there from Kyra Cooney-Cross. Plays it out to the far side again. Emily Fox. Arsenal keeping possession well, but not really looking to get the ball into the box now. Leia Cadena's got a little bit of space on this near side. Finds Katie McCabe high up the pitch. Plays it infield to Beth Mead. Switches it to Kim Little over on that far side. Kim Little just touches it off again to Emily Fox. Arsenal having lots and lots of possession in the Hacken half, but without actually managing to create anything. And now Hacken can try and bring it forward. But that wasn't a good ball. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. 18 minutes played. And still Jonas is on the bench watching from afar. So he'd be reasonably happy with how we've started this game. But obviously a goal would be lovely, wouldn't it? Leslie Russo now turns away again. She's had a good start to this game, but that was a handball. And the referee spotted it. And it is going to be a free kick to Hacken. And it is still 0-0. That's a little bit of a harsh handball. I mean, it did bounce up and hit her on the arm, I suppose. But anyway, it was given as a free kick. Papa says there, how can I watch this match? It is on the Arsenal website, the Arsenal app. I think you need an account to get in and watch it though. But anyway, stay with us. We'll keep you updated with everything that's happening. And it is Hacken in possession inside their own penalty area with the goalkeeper Jennifer Falk. Terry says we're doing a lot of good nothing with the ball. Yeah, I mean it is basically good nothing, but it's possession. And what happens is when you've got a lot of possession of football and the other team haven't, it tends to later on in the game, if they've spent most of their time without the ball, they're going to get tired, and that's when spaces are created, mistakes are made, and sometimes it might seem like a lot of nothing, but actually it can work in your favour in the end. But of course, eventually the possession has got to lead somewhere. It's got to lead to some chances, some shots at goal, hasn't it? That's what it's got to lead to. And so far, we've just really had those two really big chances, haven't we? The header from Letty Russo and that shot that she fired wide. It was a little opportunity for Mariona. She couldn't quite get a shot away there after a good 1-2 with Beth Mead, but we haven't tested the Hacken goalkeeper yet, have we? Who has looked a little bit shaky, certainly with her kicked clearances. Anyway, the ball's now back with our goalkeeper, Manu Zinsberger, still holding on to that number one position for the time being. How much longer that will be the case, we don't know. With Daphne knocking on the door. That's a good ball. Katie McCabe, that's another good ball as well. Kafaji touches it off to Beth Mead. Brings it infield. Beth's now moved over to the left-hand side, and Mariona's gone over to the right. Very flexible. Our front line, of course, which I think we'll need those different options, won't we? And Arsenal are in possession over on that far side. Kim Little touches it off to Mariona. Kim Little again. And she maybe took a little bit too long there. She was tackled, but she managed to keep the ball. And now Mariona's got it, tries to play it up that far side to Emily Fox, but it got deflection. And Hacken can try and come forward, but they can't get out of their half at the moment, Hacken. It's all Arsenal. We're coming up to the 21-minute mark here in Gothenburg. A nice, tidy little stadium, this. And it is Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. Terry says, missing Super Gem Beatty. Yeah, well, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we are. But we've got Leia Cadena now wearing her number 5 shirt, and she's bringing the ball forward as well. And good play this from Katie McCabe. Plays the ball up that line, looking for Leslie Russo, who started to make the run and then stopped. And in the end, that little pause proved crucial because Hacken were able to get the ball clear there. And they've got possession again inside their own penalty area. They're in no hurry to get the ball forward or anything like that, are they? They're quite happy to take their time, but you do feel as though eventually they're playing it out from the back is going to cost them. You do feel that it will. But let's see how it works out. Arsenal have won the ball back again. And now it's played square and then out to that far side. And now it's back again with Arsenal keeping possession. This is good stuff, but you do feel that we need something, don't we, to happen. We're reaching the midway point in this first half. It is still 0-0. Arsenal have been much the better team. Now Fox coming forward. Oh, and she overhit that ball. Mariona was looking for that run there. She couldn't quite get on the end of that. And it's just in the final third where it's kind of falling down a little bit for Arsenal at the moment. You know, we're playing some nice stuff and then it's getting near the penalty area. And these are problems that we've had. We had a lot last season, didn't we? You know, the amount of games that we dominated without finishing teams off, without creating enough chances. And that's been the case so far in this opening 23 minutes. And it was a little bit the case against Rosenborg, wasn't it? In the end, we created lots of chances, but we didn't take enough of them. In fact, we just took the one. Proved to be enough, but with our defensive record over the last year or so, we can't just rely on one goal, can we? Because quite often it isn't going to be enough. And, yeah, unfortunately, that is the way of it. So we need to be better. We need to improve that part of our play. We've got so many great attacking players. It seems strange that that's a problem. You know, we're coming forward again over on that far side. Emily Fox can keep this in. Can she get across in? She does get across in. Finds Beth May. She lets it run. Kafaji inside the box. Oh, why didn't she shoot again, you see? There's the problem right there. We get the ball in the box and we're reluctant to take an early shot. That was great play from Beth Mead, actually, the way she dummied that cross from Emily Fox, let it run through to Kafaji, and she hit it there, and she didn't want to hit it with her left foot, and the chance went away. You don't always get a second opportunity there. When the shot's there, you've got to take it on, and that was where it went wrong. And now Hacken trying to come forward, but Lotte Woubenmoy's across. Oh, Lotte Woubenmoy's lost out. Actually, this could be a dangerous moment. This is Hacken on the counter-attack inside the penalty area, but that was a good tackle, actually, in the end from... I think it was Leia Cadena, it was, and the ball's run through to Manu Zinsberger. But that was Lotte there, got caught out for a little bit of pace there. She's not quite sharp enough yet, having not really played much. And in the end, it was a great tackle from Leia Cadena, and Manu Zinsberger was able to grab the ball. But that's where the danger is going to be when we lose the ball and there's a counter-attack. Emerson says their Man City are winning 1-0, or are they? Okay, away in Paris. Of course, we know how difficult an opposition Paris can be. Wasn't we winning 1-0 in Paris last year as well, when we obviously ended up losing on penalties? I'm sure we were winning that game, then we were losing, and then we came back. Anyway, let's see if Manchester City can get through that particular game. But the Hacken have got a throw, and we've still got a lot of work to do in this game, haven't we? Still, if we are going to make it into that group stage. Don't forget, this is the first leg. There is a second leg to come, of course, next week, next Thursday at Meadow Park. Hacken now coming forward again. A little bit of space here, actually, but all that was overrun a little bit. But it wasn't actually that well dealt with by Katie McCabe. And it's Widge again who's causing Katie McCabe a few issues there. She couldn't really get the ball clear, and now she's conceded a free kick. And Hacken have got an opportunity here of a set piece to cause Arsenal some problems. And that wasn't a very good play that from Katie McCabe. She overcomplicated that a little bit, actually, when she didn't maybe need to. She could have just kicked it away, tried to be a little bit clever, played herself in trouble, and now Hacken have got a free kick. And this could be a dangerous moment here. Don't really want to go 1-0 down, do we? But it is a free kick. It's about, 25 yards out, 30 yards out. Just slightly to this near side. The free kick comes in. It's played towards that far post, headed. In fact, it wasn't headed. It was completely missed. And they didn't make much of that, did they, Hacken? They'll be disappointed there that they didn't put a better ball into the box. And, yeah, very, very poor that was from Hacken. And it's a goal kick to Arsenal, which it looks like Lotte Woubenmoy is going to take. But she hasn't taken it. Quite a lot of Arsenal fans behind that goal, which Arsenal will be attacking in the second half. We know what an advantage that can be. Anyway, Lotte's goal kick wasn't great, actually. But Arsenal will pick this up. In fact, we've given it away. Kafaji over on that far side forgot what team she was playing for a moment. And now Hacken coming forward again. And there does seem to be a lot of the balls are getting overrun. And the first touches aren't great. And I think it's the pitch. The ball seems to be moving rather strangely off the pitch. Maybe a little bit faster than players are anticipating. So their first touch isn't always great. And anticipating things, it hasn't been that easy. So I'm not necessarily blaming the players. It's been both teams. I just got a feeling the pitch is very bouncy there. That ball's bounced a lot higher than you've expected it to. Certainly a lot higher than it would bounce on grass. And I do feel as though Arsenal in particular have struggled a little bit to get to grips with that. I mean, Hacken shouldn't have too many problems, should they? It's their own pitch. They should be used to it. But even so, Arsenal just don't seem to have quite managed to get to grips with that yet, do they? Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal. There was a foul there on Katie McCabe. It was Widge again. They've had a bit of a battle, those two, haven't they, on this near side? Anyway, Arsenal back in possession. Kyra Cooney cross now over on that far side. Emily Fox plays it back to Lotte. Lotte Woubenmoy plays it forward, looking for Beth Mead, who's gone back over on the right-hand side. And now there's some space in behind over on that far side for Hacken. Is this going to be a chance for a goal? It is. A shot's blocked by Lotte Woubenmoy. The follow-up's blocked by Kitten Little. And now Arsenal can scramble the ball away. A couple of dangerous moments there. Good defending in the end. bit last ditch though. It was Anna Anvergaard. It was with the first effort there. In fact, it was her with the second effort that was blocked by Kim Little, and then it was cleared away by Kyra Cooney-Cross, who was then fouled by Anna Anvergaard. And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal, I think, for that foul there by Kyra Cooney-Cross. It is Manu Zinsberger with it. Leslie Russo tries to flick it on, and actually got to chase her own flick because there was no one beyond her. And in the end, the ball runs through to the goalkeeper, Jennifer Falk. And she plays it out to that near side. And now Hacken again trying to play it out from the back. And Arsenal pressing, but not really pressing as aggressively as we were a little bit earlier in the half. We're coming up towards a half an hour mark. It is still 0-0. We haven't really had a big chance yet, really, Arsenal, have we? We've had one or two little moments. Now Hacken coming forward again over on that far side. Can they keep the ball in play? No, they can't. And Hacken have grown into this as the half's gone on, actually. They've had one or two brighter moments, haven't they, in the last few minutes. Gaber says they're sitting already 2-0 in Paris. Wish Gunners were in the lead too. We need to get better. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a two-legged tie. As long as we get through, it doesn't matter if you're 2-0 up now or if we get the goals next week, I suppose. But yes, obviously, it would make life a lot easier, wouldn't it, for us if we can go away with a victory here? As it looks as though Man City are. Of course, we play Man City on Sunday, don't we? The WSL opener. What an exciting game that's going to be. Just fantastic stuff, isn't it? It really is going to be good. But let's see what happens in that particular game. But we need to get this one out of the way first. They do. We have to get this game out of the way first. As indeed do City, you know. They might be 2-0 up. That game's not finished. You know, we know how Paris can come back. They got 2 quick goals against us, didn't they, if you remember, last year. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward. This is looking a bit better. Kim Little plays the ball up that far side. Beth Mead, what's the cross like? It's a decent cross. Looking for Kafaji. It's cleared away by the Hacken defender there, and it's gone behind it. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. And let's see if we can get the goal here. 31 minutes on the clock. Lotta and Leia Cadena have gone into the Hacken penalty area for this corner. The last 2 corners we've played them short and then tried to whip it in afterwards. Again, it's Katie McCabe and Beth Mead over on that far side. Are we going to just put a corner in this time? Why not? Why not just put a corner in? That's what I say. Why not just do that? But let's see what happens. Can Arsenal get a breakthrough goal here? Yeah, I think Kate McCabe is going to put this corner in. Beth Mead is still in quite close proximity, but Katie McCabe does put it in towards the near post. Headed out, though, only as far as Kyra Cooney-Cross touches the ball off to Emily Fox. She dinks it back into the box, and it's not really dealt with by Hacken. Leia Cadena's in there, but now they managed to clear it away at the second attempt. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. And at least we got the ball in the box. It wasn't necessarily the greatest of corners, if we're totally honest. It was headed away in the end. But when the ball was recycled, it almost caused Hacken a few problems, but Arsenal couldn't quite make the most of that. But Mariona's in possession again. That's a lovely ball. Oh, just slightly overhit. Looking for the run there of Leslie Russo. And in the end, it's rolled through to goalkeeper Falk. And now, again, Hacken trying to play out from the back. Oh, it's a mistake. Now it's a chance for Kafaji. Oh, she's hit the bar. Oh, it was a clear opening there for Rosa Kafaji on her Arsenal competitive debut. She should have scored. It was a terrible mistake at the back. Hacken's playing it out from the back. We said it would cause them problems. It did cause them problems. They forgot that Rosa had moved to Arsenal there. They passed it straight to her inside the penalty area. Really, she should have done better. She seemed quite shocked and surprised that the ball had come to her, I suppose. And she lacked a little bit of composure there. She should have buried that. That should have been 1-0. Biggest chance of the game for Arsenal, and it hasn't come out. And now Hacken trying to come forward over this near side, and it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Rosa there puffs her cheeks out. She knows that was a big chance. Terrible mistake at the back it was there from Hacken. Played it, well, in fact, it wasn't. It was won by Mariona. Came off her, and then she's hit the shot there. Hit it high over the keeper, but it's hit the bar. Really, she should have scored there, Rosa. It looked like a bad mistake, but actually Mariona tackled the Hacken player, and the ball fell kindly there for Rose, but really just gone. Arsenal got themselves into trouble at the back themselves at the other end, and Hacken now trying to come forward. The game suddenly opened up. Hacken still attacking though up this near side. And again, it was poor play from Arsenal, actually. There was a couple of mistakes there, and that's a poor ball in. And Kim Little should clear this up for Arsenal. She plays it back to Lotta. Now it's with Manu Zinsberger. That was a lively couple of minutes there, wasn't it? Some mistakes at the back. Teams trying to play it out. I still don't know what the obsession is with that. But anyway, that's what everyone seems to want to do these days. We're into the last 11 minutes of the first half. It is still Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. And while Arsenal have been the better team, there's no question about that. We haven't created enough chances yet. The goalkeeper hasn't had to make a save. I mean, Rosa should have scored with that last effort. Anyway, Arsenal now coming forward. Beth Mead over on that far side does really well. Oh, that wasn't a good ball though, was it? Looking to get Emily Fox on the overlap. And it's been cleared away. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Rajam's with us. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're well. It's been a good start from Arsenal, but really we should be in front. And Rosa showed no composure there whatsoever. The goal was gaping. You imagine she knows this ground so well. I was quite surprised that she didn't finish that one off. Anyway, Arsenal are still in possession now. Katie McKay, very central, plays the ball forward to Kyra Cooney-Cross. A really good play from Kyra into the box. Tries a shot just too high. And another opportunity for Arsenal. And again, we're lacking that composure. She did well there, Kyra. Skipped past one challenge, got into the box, and then put it over the crossbar. Regenda says, Google has stopped putting your links. So I don't know when you're online. Oh, right. Are you still subscribed to the channel? Have you still got the notification bell done? I don't know why they're doing that. But anyway, we're going to be live quite a bit over the next couple of days. We're here tomorrow for the men's game in the Champions League. That kicks off at 8 o'clock. We'll be at 7:45 o'clock Sunday. It's a double header. Arsenal, Man City, the women kick off at the Emirates at 12:30, and then of course the men kick off at the Etihad at 4:30. We'll be here for both of those games as well. Lots and lots coming up. Terry says the more times they show the miss, the worse it looks indeed. Now Hacken coming forward on this near side. Are Hacken going to make us pay for that miss maybe with a goal themselves inside the box? And good defending though from Arsenal. And Hacken can't get the shot away. Maybe they will now. The ball's dinked into the box, but Manu's there. No problem at all. And that is well tidied up there by the Arsenal goalkeeper. It does look worse, that miss, every time you see it. Absolutely it does, because the ball falls lovely to her. She's got a whole goal to aim at because the goalkeeper's not in position. And she went for that space, but it's a bad finish. There's no doubt about that. It's a really poor finish. It was rushed. And, big chance for Arsenal. Let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt us later in this tie. We have played nearly 37 minutes and Arsenal coming forward again. Can we get this goal before half-time? Nice play from Beth Mead. Finds Kim Little. There's a little bit of space here on this near side for Mariona. Puts a cross in towards that far post, but the goalkeeper's out and grabs that all in orange, the Hacken goalkeeper. Mariona's trying to pull them strings and not quite come off her yet, has it, in that final third? She's looking very, very lively. Again, played it out from the back. Hacken have given it away. Leslie Russo inside the box. Plays it to the far post. Beth Mead, she done well, but she couldn't quite get a shot away. Good defending, actually, from Hacken. And now it's Kim Little just on the edge of the box. Beth Mead again. Kim Little, can she get the cross in? She does. Oh, Rosa Kafaji was in there, cleared away again by Hacken. Some last-ditch defending from the Swedes. And now they should get the ball away. And are they going to get a counter-attack? No, they're not, because there was a foul there from Leia Cadena, and she's going to get herself a yellow card, the first yellow card of the game. Just as it looked as though Ambergard was going to get a breakaway there. And in the end, it's a free kick to Hacken and a yellow card there for Leia Cadena. She can't have too many complaints about that either, can she really? Clearly a foul. Sophie says there, where can we watch this? It's on the Arsenal website. I don't know whether you've got access to that. But that's where it is. You might need to set up an account. But anyway, It's free to set up an account. You just need to set one up, and then I think you can get access to it. But I'm not too sure. I've been a member and signed in for a long time, so I don't know. But yeah, that's where it is anyway. But stay with us as well, you know, because you won't miss anything with us here. You just can't see it, unfortunately, due to copyright issues, which are ridiculous when you think about it, really. Laws are there to protect the rich and punish the poor. That's the way it's been, isn't it, in all forms of life. Anyway, Hacken trying to come forward over on that far side. Terry says, we look like we're frightened to put our foot through the ball and shoot. Yeah, I mean, I think the pitch is maybe a slight reason for that. It's that I would say that could be the, you know, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I agree we need to shoot more. But that might be why we've been a little bit reluctant to do so. Redendra says it's also on YouTube. Oh, is it? Okay, I don't know what YouTube channel it's on. But anyway, I'm sure if you search, you might be able to find it. But if not, I say stay with us as well, even if you do find the game. Don't just leave us, abandon us here. Terry says, oh, you saw we've had that comment already, haven't we? You know, Arsenal now looking to come forward over on that far side, coming down towards the last 5 minutes of the first half. It's not been a bad Arsenal performance. It's had some really good moments, but it's been quite frustrating because we've not created enough chances. We haven't really put the goalkeeper under any pressure at all. The Hacken goalkeeper hasn't had a save to make, and now Hacken coming forward themselves and almost an opportunity there, but Lotta read that well and tidied that up. And now the ball's back with Manu Zinsberger. Now it's with Leia Cadena, does well. Plays it forward into midfield. This is nice from Arsenal, playing it out from the back. Kyra Cooney Cross does well, does a nutmeg there. And now the ball goes out to the far side. Emily Fox looking for some options as she falls back to Lotta. Now it goes into midfield, and now the ball is back all the way with the goalkeeper, Manu Zinsberger. Touches it off to Leia Cadena midway inside the Arsenal half. Now finds Kate McCabe up this near side. Coming forward for Arsenal, plays it in field to Mariona, goes past one challenge, finds Leslie Russo. Mariona's a short option. That's a good ball into the box. Can the cross come in? It does come in by Katie McCabe, headed out only as far as Kyra Cooney Cross. Now she finds Emily Fox over on that far side. Beth Mead. Can we get the goal before half time? Time is running out. In this first half, Mariona plays the ball forward again for Leslie Russo. Does well. Finds Katie McCabe on this near side. Can Katie McCabe get a cross in? She plays it square instead to Kyra Cooney Cross. Now it's with Leslie Russo. Plays it square again. And Arsenal keeping possession but going backwards and sideways. Now the cross comes in. Not a great cross there from Emily Fox. It's cleared away. And now Hacken again can try and find a counter-attack. They've played some neat and tidy football, Hacken, actually, without really causing us too many problems. Now they've given the ball away again. Leslie Russo is there, and then she's fouled midway inside the Hacken half. It is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Terry says, get Stina on for a Stina stunner indeed. I'm sure Stina will come on in the second half. Certainly if it's 0-0, you imagine she will. And there was a foul there, quite obviously, on Leslie Russo. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. It's very central, but it is midway inside the Hacken half. It's too far out even for Katie McCabe to think about a shot. In fact, I think Beth Mead might be taking this in any case, but Katie McCabe is obviously standing over it. In fact, she's moved away now. Beth Mead is lining this free kick up. Surely she's not going to try a shot from here. It would be a hell of a strike if she did. She does. She plays it short to Katie McCabe. She crosses it towards that far post. Not a bad ball. It's only half cleared. It's going to find Leslie Russo over on that far side. Turns away from the defender. And Arsenal keep possession, but again, haven't really created anything. Now the ball's just on the edge of the penalty area. Kyra Cooney Cross touches it off. The cross comes in, but it's overhit. It's gone behind for a goal kick. And again, Arsenal not making the most of these opportunities at all. And Leslie Russo has had a couple of opportunities, but of course Rosa Kafaji had the best chance of the half. Really should have scored, but hit the crossbar. And now Hacken can come forward up this near side, or try to, but that's not a great ball. Kim Little picks it up, plays it forward. This is nice from Arsenal. Beth Mead tried to find Leslie Russo, but she lost the ball, and now she's giving away a free kick. And it is going to be a free kick to Hacken. But for me, they're a little bit too excited there. Push to the... In fact, she just ran into the back of her, actually. Anyway, it is a free kick to Hacken. We're into the last minute of normal time at the end of the first half. There'll probably be a minute or two of stoppage time, won't there? There was that little injury to the Hacken player. And that's why I come forward again over on that far side. Manu Zinsberger comes out of a penalty area and just gets there. Puts it out for a throw. And they seem to be attacking down our right-hand side quite a lot, don't they, Hacken? Have they sensed a weakness there? But anyway, we are coming down towards half-time here in Gothenburg. It is still 0-0. Hacken trying to come forward, but Arsenal win the ball. Kyra Cooney cross brings it forward. Good run from her. Now she finds Mariona on this near side. Threads a nice ball through. This is good play from Arsenal. It's played out to that far side. Kafaji. Beth May drills it across. Good defending at the near post. And then Hacken should deal with this. It's going to be a throw though to Arsenal. Nice drilled cross there from Beth Mead over on that far side. It was well defended at the near post, or there would have been an opportunity. I think it was Leslie Russo coming in, attacking that ball. Katie McCabe now plays it out to that far side. And Emily Fox goes around the outside. That's good play from Emily Fox. Can she get the cross in? No, she can't. It was well defended. In fact, it's a free kick to Arsenal. We've now into... There is going to be 1 minute of stoppage time. We've just come into that now. Emily Fox did really well, and then she had her shirt pulled, actually. And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. It was Bergstrom there who pulled her back. And it is a free kick to Arsenal. In fact, it's a yellow card for Bergstrom for that foul. So there's 1 yellow card each in this first half. Gregory says there are quite a few Arsenal fans present. Yeah, there is. There's quite a few, yeah. Which is, there always is. There's Arsenal fans everywhere because that's the way it is. Anyway, Arsenal, this will be our last chance of this first half. It's a free kick over on that far side. It's going to be Katie McCabe with it. Whipped in towards the 6-yard box, but the goalkeeper's there. And we've played the 1 minute of stoppage time. You do feel as though that's going to be it. In fact, it is it. The half-time whistle has gone. It is half-time here in Gothenburg. Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal have dominated the play. We've had most of the ball. Just haven't really created enough opportunities. But there was one really, really big chance, of course, there for Rosa Kafaji midway through the half. It was good pressing from Arsenal. Mariona won the ball. It fell kindly there to Rosa Kafaji, and with the whole goal to put the ball into, she's hit the crossbar. Bad miss. Let's hope it's not going to be a miss that will prove costly or too costly for Arsenal over this 2-leg tie. But half-time, it's 0-0. We need to do a little bit better. I don't have any doubt about that, but we're playing okay. Yeah, we just need to be a little bit more decisive in that final third, don't we? We just that final ball's not been there, has it? That's been quite disappointing. Terry says disappointing half, really. Yeah, certainly in the final third. I don't think we've played badly, but yeah, we haven't done enough, nowhere near enough to be in front. Although that big chance could have been a different game, couldn't it? Of course, it's Champions League for the men as well this week, as we know. Arsenal's playing tomorrow. So we will see how that goes, of course, against Atalanta. We'll be here for that one for you. 8 o'clock kickoff, as we know. So let's have a look then. So the Women's Europa Champions League, Man City are 2-0 up at half-time. Viv Miedemar and Jess Park with the goals. 2 goals in 2 minutes there for Manchester City. The only 2 shots they've had on target, actually. And that is that. And, of course, it's 0-0 here. We've had 5 shots, but only 1 on target. That's the problem, isn't it? And Hacken have had 2 shots. We've had, how many corners have we had? We've had 3. They've had none. I mean, we've dominated the game, the possession, 63%, 64% to Arsenal. But, yeah, not enough. Greg says the sky looks nice though. Well, the sky here doesn't look too bad, but I'm sure you mean in Gothenburg. The sky's always nice in Sweden. Gregory says we keep firing high-scoring strikers that end not scoring. Is it the coaching? Oh, we keep hiring high-scoring strikers and then them not scoring. Oh, right, that's what I mean. Well, I don't know. As strikers do score goals, you know, Stina scored 18 last season, Leslie scored 16. Obviously, Beth wasn't at her best last season. She still got 6 or 7, 8, didn't she? She'll score more this season, I'm sure. I'm sure that Mariona Caldente is going to score more. It seems to be more, I don't know. Yeah, there's a problem there. There's a problem last season, and we've got to sort it out this season. You know, we need to, don't we? Terry says we need a boost. Time for a chocolate peppermint mocha. Get on them, change your life for the better. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll have to try that then. Johnny says after seeing this, I'm worried about the season. We lack a cutting edge, and we should have bought Kira Walsh because Cooney Cross is not ready. Well, I mean, we tried to buy Kira Walsh, didn't we? We put a record-breaking bid in, and Barcelona wouldn't sell her. There's not much more we could have done. I'm sure we will get her eventually. It could be like a Leslie Russo thing, you know. This time we maybe get her in January. But would Kira Walsh have solved the cutting edge problem? I don't know. There's something not quite gelling at the moment, you know. Okay, we've got 1 or 2 new players in the team. Obviously, Mariona Caldente and Rosa Kafaji coming to the first time they've played together in a competitive game. So they're going to need a little bit of time to really gel. I don't think the pitch is helping in this particular game. But, of course, the issues that you mentioned aren't just in this game, are they? Absolutely not. They've been a theme now for quite some time. And we need to sort it out. We do. I'm sure we will. I'm not worried about the season. Obviously, there's big competition. You know, Manchester City, we know they're a good side. Chelsea are going to be strong. Liverpool are improving. Man United, of course, you know, it's tough now, isn't it? And you've got to be at your best. You can't afford to drop off because the competition's so much stronger now. But I think we've got enough in this squad to have a very, very successful season. I really do. At the moment, it's not quite clicking, is it? It's not quite gelling. But then you look at it in a way, it should still be pre-season, shouldn't it? Because the WSL doesn't kick off until the weekend. But yeah, we need to be better. Absolutely, we do, and I'm sure we will continue to improve. But yes, I'm not worried. But yes, there are concerns there. Of course there are. Terry says missing Palova big time. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, Palova was fantastic last season, wasn't she? We've got Grot with us there. He says, hi there, first half, left the thing to the left to ask for, as we say here in Sweden. I got my wish though. Unfortunately, no one wanted to go to Gothenburg with me. Tickets was only a £5. Wow. Oh, you should have gone on your own, man. You should have gone. It would have been great. Greg says it's just the final ball. We need to play it to feet and turn the defence. Yeah. Jody says, yeah, we need a one-on-one player who dribbles and takes on the fullbacks like the way Kanyard does at Chelsea. We play a slightly different way, don't we? You know, I'd like to see Mariona on the ball a bit more because she seems as though she's going to make things happen. Yeah, obviously Kafaji's not had a great first half there. There's no doubt about it. You know, she missed a big chance, didn't really have much impact. I'd like to see Stina on the pitch because she's the one player that gives us that cutting edge that we've been lacking. Not that we've created a lot of chances that she would have been able to do much with, I suppose, but she doesn't always need a lot of chances, does she, Stina? But, you know, we've got a strong bench, so let's see what happens in the second half. This was never, ever going to be an easy game. You know, if you saw Hacken's results in the Champions League last season, they did well. They're a decent team. They're difficult to beat, especially at home. So, you know, it's 0-0. Could be better. Absolutely could be better. Also, it could be worse. So let's try and look on the positives. Let's try and take the positives forward into the second half. Yes, we need to be better in the final third. Absolutely, we do. But you can see when it finally clicks with this team, you can see it clicking and us being really, really good. But at the moment, it isn't quite happening, is it? But we'll get there. We will get there, I'm sure. But half-time, it's 0-0. I am going to go and grab myself a drink. So stay with us. We'll be back for the second half very, very shortly when I find my little tune to play you. Here we go. Right, I'll be back soon. Stay tuned, guys, for the second half. It is Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. So welcome back for the second half from Gothenburg. It is Hacken 0, Arsenal 0, Champions League second round qualifier, first leg. Johnny says there, Kafaji will be the next Hannah Bennison. It's just all hype. Well, I hope you're wrong. But she needs to do more than she did in that first half. She was quite poor, actually. Greg says, should bring Stina on and Russo just behind. More chance that we've made that way. Yeah, I mean, how many times last season did we sit here and say those same things, didn't we? So many times. And it did start to happen a little bit, and we got some results off that back of that, didn't we? We got some good performances from it. So, yeah, I would agree with you there. Clive's with us. How you doing, my friend? He says, good evening, Rich and folks in chat. Got a 5-minute break at work to see score. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's maybe not the score you wanted, not the score we want yet, but you know, away from home, first leg in the European knockout tie, you would take a 0-0 away, wouldn't you, I suppose? But let's do better in the second half. We can win this game. There's no doubt. We're the better team. Grot says there, now I put my hope to Hamparby, the arch nemesis, and that they go through to the group stage together with Arsenal and that they'll face off in the next round. Well, we'll see, won't we? Well, back to the game stream. See you later, lads. Have a nice evening. If I don't manage to catch up with you again after the game. Yeah, no worries at all, my friend. We will see you very soon, I am sure. Enjoy the second half Of course, just before the second half gets underway, just to remind you, I'm back tomorrow evening, of course, for the men's game in the Champions League away at Atlanta. That game kicks off at 8 o'clock. I'll be here at 7:45, so please join me for that. That is going to be good. And, of course, on Sunday, double header Arsenal Man City. The women kick off at 12:30. I'll be at 12:15 for that one. And the men kick off at 4:30. So I'll be at 4:15 for that one. Good that there's a little break in between. I can get some lunch and stuff like that and chill for a bit. But yeah, it's going to be a big Sunday, isn't it? And of course, tomorrow night as well, there is a big game. Terry says, Clive, sorry to hear you're at work, but to be fair, you ain't missed that much. No, not an awful lot. Hopefully the second half's a bit better. Andy Bill says, good evening. I missed the first half. Well, I only just managed to get home for the start. I was lucky today. Managed to get away a little bit earlier. Terry says, should have gone all out and got Hemp. What a signing that would be. Yeah, I mean, Lauren Hemp is probably my favourite player who doesn't play for Arsenal at the moment, I would say. I've always loved Lauren Hemp. I think she's a fantastic player. So much, so exciting to watch. Scores goals, creates goals. She's a fantastic player. Obviously, on Sunday, I hope she has a bad game because obviously she's playing against us, but quite often she's caused us a lot of problems. So, yes, Lauren Hemp for me would be an amazing player to have at Arsenal, but she's not leaving Man City anytime soon. So I don't think that's ever going to happen, is it? But who knows? I never thought we'd get Leslie Russo, and we have, so there you go. Clive says there, hope ladies can pull off a win. Off to work, stay safe, folks. And yourself, my friend, enjoy. We'll see you soon. Anyway, Arsenal making a sub at half time. It is Frida Marnham coming on. You imagine it's going to be for Kafaji because she was really poor in that first half. I'll be surprised to see her returning for the second half. But Frida Marnham is definitely coming on at half time. Greg says, I'm surprised we didn't sign another playmaker in the transfer window. I think we tried. Obviously, we tried to get Kira Walsh. Not that she's so much a playmaker as such, but, she keeps the play ticking along. We did, of course, try to get her, but didn't quite work. Let's see. LG's with us there. He says, I still don't get your love affair with Jonas. We still can't string cohesive passes together, and it has been a recurring issue since his reign at Arsenal. He needs to get sacked, not the guy. Well, I do disagree currently. I've got to be honest. We've won a trophy in the last 2 seasons. He's got us to a Champions League semi-final. I think just on that basis alone, he deserves the chance this season. We've had issues, haven't we, in the last couple of seasons with injuries the year before, no pre-season last year and all this kind of stuff. And I think that he deserves this chance this season. He's had a full pre-season with the squad and the preparation's good. And there's no more excuses. And I agree, if he can't be successful this season, I would be saying the same as you. And I think at the end of the season, I think he'll be gone anyway, and I'd back that decision. But I think at the moment he deserves that extra little bit of time just because of what he's done, the 2 trophies that he's won, and the Champions League semi-final. But obviously, if we get knocked out again in this game here tonight and in the second leg, if we don't go through, then can he survive 2 seasons without getting in the Champions League? Don't know if he can. LG says Chelsea had injuries last season and still won the league. Yeah, they did, but at one time they were going to win a quadruple and they didn't. They only won 1 trophy and they almost didn't win that. We handed it to them by beating Man City, or they'd have ended up with nothing. So injuries play a big part. Chelsea have had it far too much their own way. Last season they didn't because of the injuries, as much as anything else, and they certainly didn't lose as many key players as we did all at the same time the season before. And we reached the Champions League semi-final, same as them. So there you go. Anyway, Emily Fox is won the ball back for Arsenal. We are off and underway. Arsenal attacking the goal to our right, which is the end where the Arsenal fans are sitting, which is going to be good, isn't it? Terry says, I think Jonas should get another 3-year contract and be on 18 million a year. Yeah, well, there's a certain other Arsenal manager who doesn't win anything that's managed to wangle that one. So, anyway, Beth Mead now plays the ball square to the edge of the box. Oh, Frida Marnham. Oh, nearly a mistake. Surely that's a back pass. It is a free kick to Arsenal there. A disaster at the back there for Hacken Frida Marnham's ball caused panic there. Mariona was trying to get on the end of it. The defender played it back to the goalkeeper, who picked the ball up. Otherwise, it would have been a simple tap in. Really, the goalie should be booked for that, I think. Frida Marnham's little ball around the outside. The defender there played it back to the goalkeeper. I mean, that should be a yellow card for the goalkeeper. It's an indirect free kick to Arsenal, but it should be a yellow card, surely. Anyway, this is a big moment, this. Tananka says the Arsenal win 2-0. Let's hope so. This could be 1-0 if we can get this free kick right. In the first minute of the second half, the free kick is inside the penalty area. Of course, indirect free kick for that. The goalkeeper there handling that back pass. Arsenal got a lot of options here. Katie McKay, Beth Mead. Mariona was wanting some of it as well, but she's now gone away. I think it's going to be Katie McCabe and Beth Mead between them here to conjure something up. Of course, it's indirect free kick. It needs a touch and then a hit, or you can try and hit it and hope it gets a deflection maybe. But anyway, I think Arsenal are going to try a touch and a hit. And I think it's going to be Katie McCabe touching it to Beth Mead. And we'll see what happens. A little dummy there. So all the Hacken players run out. Is this going to be the moment again? Katie McCabe dummies it again. Now she touches it to Beth Mead, drills it low across the 6-yard box, and they can't get it away. Hacken are they have now, and them free kicks are quite strange, aren't they? Which was quite funny. The ball bobbled around the 6-yard box there. It was Beth Mead's low shot. Gregory says Katie guarding that ball. Indeed, she was. Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal. It was the best we managed from that set piece. We've taken it short again. Ball comes back again now. Cross comes in towards the far post. The Hacken defender goes up. It comes to Mariona in the box. Oh, she tried to her first touch to knock it past the defender. Didn't quite come off. And in the end, Hacken managed to clear the ball away. But now Arsenal coming forward again. It's been a bright start to the second half. Can we get the breakthrough? Mariona finds Katie McCabe. Shuffles it out to the far post. It's back in again. It's going to come all the way through to Kim Little. Plays it into Leslie Russo. Trying to line up a shot, but had to turn away. Finds Beth Mead. Arsenal just need to move that ball a little bit quicker in that final third. We're coming forward now. Mariona inside the box, touches it off to Beth Mead on his near side, just runs away from her there. And again, you feel the pitch is a little bit too quick. And that pass there ran away from Beth. They're just showing that free kick again. It was hit low. Like Dana was trying to get in, and in the end, Hacken scrambled it away. LG says, we are so predictable. I knew we were never going to score that indirect free kick. They're always difficult, though, aren't they? They're difficult. Sorry, I'll put it on the screen here. They're difficult opportunities, them, because they've got everyone behind the ball, haven't they? It's got to be the perfect strike. And you know, how many times you're gonna get that right? You don't see too many goals, do you, scored from those indirect free kicks, really. So I wasn't surprised we didn't score necessarily. It would have been nice, but you know, we're coming forward again now. Beth Mead tried to play out to that far side. Mariona's won the ball, and Frida Marnham trying to get herself in there, but the goalkeeper's out, dives on the ball. I think Frida Marnham's already given us a little. Oh, again, a mistake at the back, and it was Frida again. She's already given us a little bit extra, hasn't she, Frida, in the short time that she's been on? Certainly more than Rosa Kafaji managed in that first half. She was really poor, wasn't she? Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward again over on that far side. Ball played into the box. Mariona flicks it on. It finds Beth Mead just on the edge of the penalty area. Can't get a shot away. I mean, Hacken have defended quite well, you have to say, but we've lacked a little bit of quality to get that goal. Anyway, Emily Fox now trying to change that, plays it back instead to Lotte Wubben-Moy. Threads the ball through to Kim Little, takes it on the turn. Kim Little cuts inside. She's going to get a shot away. No, she's not. She's going to go out to the far side instead. And Arsenal trying to work this opening. Played in now to Beth Mead just on the edge of the penalty area. Gets it in to Katie McKay. Plays it back out to that far side. Mariona goes past the defender. Can she get the cross in? She does get the cross in. It's going to be a goal. Beth Mead, surely. Oh, it's headed off the line. Leslie Russo with a follow-up. Oh, it's just not quite happening for Arsenal, is it? Much better start to the second half, though. Frida Marnham touches it off. And again, it's inside. That's a foul on the edge of the box, surely, on Beth Mead. Referee says no, actually. But there was a big chance there. Beth Mead's header cleared off the line. Wow, incredible stuff there. And that should have been the lead there for Arsenal. Mariona's cross it was. And in the end, it was headed off the line. Lovely cross. In fact, it wasn't. It was a great save. Wow. Looked as though it headed across the goalkeeper. Actually, when you look at the replay, it was a great save by the goalkeeper there. Incredible. Incredible save. And that actually has kept them in it. Still 0-0, and that should have been the lead for Arsenal. Best chance that is probably of the game, actually. And then, was that really a foul there on Beth Mead? I'm not too sure it was in actual fact. Anyway, the ball is now, in fact, there's an injury now for the Hacken goalkeeper. Was it a result of that save? She's actually their captain as well. Terry says, what a save that was. It was an incredible save. Point blank range. Header from Beth Mead. And somehow the goalie's kept it out. And she's injured herself in the process as well. And she's getting checked for a concussion. Looks as though she's okay. And I think she's going to be able to continue. But it's been a bright start to the second half from Arsenal. We've played 52.5 minutes. Frida Marnham's made a difference, and it's been much better in the second half. We've already had 2 or 3 decent chances there. Beth must have thought she'd scored, and I still don't quite know how she didn't. It was a great save, but wow, Beth really should have buried that. It's a little bit of a mixture for me. It's a very good save, but it's a poor miss as well. Really, she should have buried that. Anyway, the goalkeeper was okay, Falk. And there's some substitutes warming up for Hacken as well. Redendra says she saved by her head. Yeah, I think it did hit her in the face. And that's probably where the injury came from. But it was a cracking save. There's no doubt about it. But from 3 or 4 yards out, Beth should score. Greg says blatant foul. It looked like it, didn't it, on the edge of the box there? It looked like a foul. Referee said no. It is actually a free kick to Hacken on halfway. I'm not quite sure what brought that about. But anyway, that's what it is. But that's a poor free kick. Or did they do that on purpose to kick the ball out? Because of, I'm not sure if that was the reason. That was a really poor free kick if it wasn't. Kicked it straight out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side on halfway. Emily Fox is going to take it. We've played, 9 minutes of the second half. Much better from Arsenal. We should be in front. We should have been in front in the first half. We should definitely be in front now. But we're not. And is it going to be a case of same old story for Arsenal, missing chances, being a better team, not able to get the goal? LG says we're still struggling against low blocks. Yeah, we are. Many teams do. It's so difficult, isn't it? You know, we hear that a lot, don't we? This team, that team struggle against low blocks. It's not just us. It's going to be it'll be a different game next week at Meadow Park, I'm sure. Anyway, Rajendra says similar foul. Alternative this time the ref gave it to Hacken. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's seems the way it goes. Anyway, Arsenal back in possession, but in our own half now. Lots of plays that ball forward, looking for Beth Mead. Takes it on her chest well, but it is put behind for a throw to Arsenal on this near side. You just feel as though it's getting to the point now, 10 minutes into the second half, we need a goal. I think we're playing pretty well overall. You know, we've dominated this game pretty much from the start. And we have created some good chances as well. But it's not quite happened, has it, yet? But I think it will do. The Hacken goalkeeper there clears it away. Obviously recovered from her injury. And now the ball's back with Manu Zinsberg at the other end. Touched off there to Leah Cadena, finds Katie McCabe. Arsenal looking to make this breakthrough in this big Champions League qualifier. This is the last qualifying stage. It's a 2-leg tie, of course. Nothing's decided tonight. If it's a draw, it's a draw. There's no extra time. And all that drama would happen next week at Meadow Park, should that be the case. Let's hope we don't need extra time and penalties. Let's hope we can win it after the 2. So Emily Fox out this near side for Arsenal coming forward. Is this going to be the moment? It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. The pressure is mounting. We just need that goal, don't we? You do feel if we get one that we could go on and get 2 or 3. But it's just getting that first one, isn't it? It's always the case. Any game, getting that first goal is the most difficult thing to do, isn't it? Anyway, Katie McCabe is going to take this corner for Arsenal on this near side. Is it going to be short again? Beth Mead is very close. Beth Mead now runs away. Goes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Hacken head gets there. Again, it's not a great set piece, is it? But Arsenal still get the ball. It's recycled back in again. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, who has clearly recovered. It was Kyra Cooney cross there with the, I don't know if it was meant to be a cross, I think it was, but it's gone all the way through to the goalkeeper. And the frustration continues for Arsenal in this game. Looking for something here, aren't we? Are we going to get it anytime soon? We need something a little bit special. Anyway, the ball at this near side by Hacken. They're trying to keep themselves in this game, aren't they? Gregory says, is it Stina time? It is Stina time anytime. And absolutely it's Stina time. I would have brought Stina a little while ago. I mean, she knows this ground. You know, she's played here for, what was it, 2 years before she came to Arsenal. So, you know, I would definitely bring her on. But let's see, we're coming up towards the hour mark, so it is definitely time for something. Obviously, Frida Marnham's come on. She's made a difference, I think. I mean, we've got a little bit quiet the last few minutes, but we're coming forward now. Emily Fox, a little bit of space opened up for her. She finds Russo inside the box on this near side, but she's offside. The ball needed to go the other way. That was where the space was. Maybe Frida needed to make that run. And Leslie Russo there ran offside. So look at the space there. Frida just needed to make a run into that little space there. Instead, she didn't. And Russo, maybe the pass was delayed too long. And says, I'd bring Stina on. Indeed, I would always bring Stina on. Terry says, come on, Jonas, make some changes and earn some of that 18 million. Jonas doesn't get anywhere near 18 million, does he? Anyway, Arsenal again have won the ball back high up the pitch. You feel a goal is coming for Arsenal soon. Beth Mead does well on the edge of the penalty area. She needs some support on this near side. She's not got it. She got the ball back again. Beth very central. Touches it off to Kim Little. Hacken have defended well. Have we quite done enough? Probably not quite. Although we've had 2 really, really big chances, as we know. Haven't quite managed to find that finishing touch. Lotta Wubermoy now plays the ball forward into Kim Little. Twists and turns away, finds Beth Mead. Plays it forward to Leslie Russo on the edge of the box. Oh, couldn't quite thread it through. Again, Hacken stand firm. But they're not getting out of their half. They've hardly been out of their half all of this second half. We're coming up to the hour mark now. Kim Little wins possession back again. Finds Mariona Caldente. Goes past a couple of players. Plays it out to that far side. Katie McCabe now looking to try and get a cross in. Again, she finds Mariona Caldente out on that left-hand side where she's been for much of this game. Now it's Lotta Wubermoy. Dinks the ball towards the edge of the penalty area. Leslie Russo tries to flick it on. It comes to Beth Mead. She's done well. Emily Fox is just outside her. Plays it forward to Kyra Cooney cross. Touches it back to Lotta again. Fortunately stood on the ball, Lotta, but she's done well. Now she finds Kyra Cooney cross again. Now Emily Fox. Arsenal keeping possession, but not really able to get anywhere near the goal. LG says, I'll give credit to Jonas for being brave and dropping Leah tonight. Nobody should be indispensable in the team. See, I don't think he's dropped anybody. What I think he's done is he's looked ahead to Sunday. Thought we've got 3 big games this week. You can't play the same 11 players. You can't start the same 11 in all 3 games. I think it's about a little bit of using the squad. I don't think he's dropped Leah. I think he's resting her for Sunday, which is it's a sensible decision. I wouldn't necessarily call it brave. I think it's sensible. Anyway, that's a cross into the box. Leslie Russo with a header. Lack power. Comfortable save. Terry says, why ain't 4-goal forward on the pitch? Well, I'm sure her time's going to come. Maybe Yanis is giving this team a little bit more time to try and get that breakthrough. But no, I just think it's squad management. That's what it is. I think I'd be surprised if Leah was dropped. I think she's maybe not quite feeling 100%, and he's looking at Sunday and saying, let's save her for Sunday, because I'm not saying that's a more important game, but it's an important game. They're both important. All three of these games are important, and you can't use the same 11 in all three. You have to change the team, and that's what he's done. So, yeah, no, fair play to him. And if it works, then we'll be happy, won't we? Anyway, Beth now on this near side, plays the ball up line. That's a very good ball. Frida Minham, she needs some support in the box, rolls it across. Good defending again from Hacken. There wasn't enough bodies in the box there, actually, but Hacken have given the ball away. Katie McCabe, is it going to be her moment? She finds Leslie Russo on that far side, drills a shot in, it's blocked. And Arsenal's pressure just is not producing enough end product yet. 62.5 minutes played. It's still Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal dominating this game ridiculously much, but we just can't get that breakthrough. Oh, a little touch there from Beth Mead wasn't quite good enough. Hacken do manage to get the ball into our half, but it's not going to be for very long. Cadena touches it back to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. LG says Leah has been poor since she came back. Let's be honest. Well, she hasn't been anywhere near her best. I agree. And part of that's to the injury. Yes, part of it's probably she's been slightly distracted from all the other stuff she got involved in when she was injured. She's not been at her best, but she's still one of the best players in the world, even if she's not been quite at her best. Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. Kim Little, who's always at her best on the edge of the box, plays it into Beth Mead. Wasn't a good ball, actually, and it was cleared away only as far as Kyra Cooney cross Beth Mead again. Why don't you try a shot? Instead, plays it square to Kyra Cooney cross, rolls it in to Kim Little, tries to thread it in to Wolves' Leslie Russo, but she's blocked off. Surely now there's some time for some changes. And says ACLs really do take time for forward coming. No, they do, yeah. It's I don't think people realise it, just because she's been playing, it's almost like, you can't expect her to be anywhere near her best. Look, Beth Mead's last season was nowhere near her best. She's getting there, and Leah will get there as well. But it's the way it is, isn't it? It's the worst, one of the worst injuries that you can have now, isn't it? Terry says, I'm glad he dropped Leah tonight only because of this pitch. Yeah, the pitch is not great. Anyway, now it is with Leslie Russo trying to go around the outside. Can she get the cross in? She does. It's headed up by a defender, but the goalkeeper's there again. Now the ball's played out to the far side. Hacken looking for a counter-attack. They've not threatened at all in this second half. In fact, they've really threatened in the whole game. So much so that Manu Zinsberger's not had a save, has she, to make? I don't think she has. Gregory says the Arsenal fans are singing their hearts out. They always do. Oh, now there's a chance for Hacken on a counter-attack. This could be a disaster. Oh, it's in the side netting. Round Zinsberger there. Arsenal switched off for a second, and that's the danger at this level. It was Laressi there, ran through, took it round Manu Zinsberger. The angle was tight. Just a little bit of play there in midfield. A ball over the top. Arsenal's defence caught out. Alea Cadena it was. I mean, Arsenal had defenders back, but that should have been a goal. That's the best chance for Hacken. Actually, that's a bad miss. When you look at the replay from behind the goal, it was a tight angle, but she's got to roll that in. She's really got to roll that in. And she's put it in the side netting. Let off for Arsenal midway through this second half. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. And surely it's Stina time. Hacken are making a substitution. It is going to be Schroeder coming on. And it is Laressi coming off, who just missed that big chance. Terry says, safe hands in, said it covered. Well, I'm not sure if she did, seeing as she was took part. It went past her, didn't it? Anyway. Arsenal taking that free kick, but we've gone back to Zinsberger. 66 minutes played. He's not normally bringing Stina on until 70 minutes, is he? So it won't be that long maybe for Stina time. Certainly if it stays at 0-0. That ball played forward up his near side looking for Leslie Russo. She can't quite get past the defender at the first attempt. Then she's fouled. And it will be a free kick. It was Osland there with the foul. And a chance for Arsenal to get the ball in the box on this near side. Leslie Russo did well. And then she was strong and won the favour, taking a free kick quickly. Now Beth Mead on this near side. Can she get a cross in? She's going to play it back to Emily Fox. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in. It's not a very good cross, actually. Headed out, but not that far. And Arsenal now looking to try to get this breakthrough. The longer this goes on at 0-0, the more tense it's going to be. We could easily be 1-0 down, their first real opportunity. Kyra Cooney cross flicks that ball out towards this near side, but it's going to run behind. I don't think this pitch has helped us. I've got to be honest. I don't think it has. It seems to be the ball's rolling off it a lot more quickly than we're expecting. It's been difficult to judge. And I'm not just blaming the pitch. Of course not. It's not just the pitch, but I don't think the pitch has helped the way that we want to play. It's not really helped Hacken that much, actually. They seem to have struggled as well on it. But anyway, Lotta Woobermoy wins that header. And Hacken now trying to come forward again. They show that they can create something against us. And Beth Mead's just committed a foul on this near side. It's going to be a free kick to Hacken. And surely it's time for a couple more substitutions. I don't think Beth really meant that, did she? It was a momentum took her into the Hacken player. Kitagawa, the substitute. And in fact, Beth's got a yellow card for that. Well, I think that's a little bit harsh. Greg says, "Is there something different about the pitch?" Well, it's like an artificial pitch, isn't it? So that's what's different about it. And it doesn't seem to be. I mean, we've seen plenty of games on artificial pitches before. It doesn't seem to be a particularly smooth artificial pitch, does it? It's a different game anyway, isn't it, when you're playing an artificial pitch to on grass? And you can see that we've struggled at times to really get our game going on this pitch. But, it seems like it might be a little bit slopey as well, so the ball seems to be rolling off it. Terry says, we've only tested their keeper once so far. Yeah, we have, exactly, yeah. And that's not enough, is it, in a game like this? I mean, Hacken are a good side. Let's not try and pretend they're not a good team. They are a good team. Look what they did in Europe last season. But we've dominated the game. We should be winning. That's surely offside. Surely offside. It is offside. That was the substitute there, I think it was. Schroeder was miles offside there. And it is a free kick to Arsenal. Now come the substitutions. Now we're seeing some action. Caitlin Ford's on for Beth Mead. Stina is coming on as well. Laura Wainwright is coming on as well for Emily Fox. And you'd imagine that it is Leslie Russo coming off for Stina. Now watch her score a goal. Now Stina's on. Stina and Caitlin are going to do it. You watch. It was 70 minutes. Stina's come on again. He just loves bringing her on for 20 minutes, doesn't he? We're expecting some miracles now. Super Stina is on, and she's going to win us this game. Laura Wainwright has come on at right back, and Caitlin Ford has come on. You'd imagine she's going to play over that left-hand side. She's come off for Beth Mead, and Hacken trying to come forward again, but Manu Zinsberg has dealt with that pretty well. In fact, it looks as though Caitlin Ford's gone over to the right-hand side. Terry says, I've got artificial grass and my dogs have no problems playing with ball on it. Well, yeah, I know, but your artificial grass is clearly better quality, isn't it, than this one? That's why. Caitlin Ford straight in the action on this near side. Arsenal's right. She's won a throw for Arsenal and says, Stina goal, please. Indeed. A Stina goal is always a great goal, isn't it? A great moment. And we may well see one yet, but we need to get the ball into her first. Again, we're going backwards and sideways. Leia Cadena touches it off to Katie McCabe. Now it's Frida Marnham. who's done well in the second half, I think, Frida. She's made some good runs, so some good movement. She's got the ball again into the box. Frida Minor plays it across, looking for Stina. It was her friend. In the end, it was cleared away. It's going to be a corner, though, to Arsenal, which we've taken quickly over on that far side, maybe too quickly before everybody was ready. But the cross does come in now from Katie McCabe. No one attacking it. It falls to Caitlin Ford on the edge of the box. Stina's made a good run, but Caitlin didn't find her. And now it's with Kim Little, plays out this near side to Caitlin Ford again. She's seen a lot of the ball since she's come on already. She's only been on the pitch a couple of minutes, and she's already had the ball quite a bit now. We're coming forward again. Leia Cadena done well. The ball falls a little bit kindly there to Kim Little, actually, but she's done well. Finds Kyra Cooney cross, plays it out to the far side to Leia Cadena, touches it off to Katie McCabe. Terry says we're playing Arteta football. No wonder we ain't scored. Yeah, we are a little bit. Anyway, Laura Veenreiter now as a substitute's going to make a difference. Caitlin Ford, another one of those substitutes. Can she go past the defender? Oh, she can't. Good defending, actually, you have to say. But Caitlin wins the ball back well, and she's done really well. Now it's with Mariona Caldente on the edge of the box. Caitlin Ford again lines up across. It's deflected, more up than out, actually. And Laura Veenreiter is going to pick this up. Finds Caitlin Ford again. Touches it off to Lotta Woburn-Moy. Plays it square to Leia Cadena. Hacken just got everybody back behind the ball. That's why it's so difficult for Arsenal to get that breakthrough. Laura Veenreiter plays it back again to Lotta Woburn-Moy. Looking for some movement ahead of her. In the end, she has to come back. Finds Mariana Caldente also now on this near side. Plays it into Caitlin Ford. Holds off the defender, touches it off to Laura Veenreiter. Now she finds Lotta Woburn-Moy. Plays it down this line to Caitlin Ford again. And she's won another throw. We are into the last 17, 18 minutes of this game. Are Arsenal going to find the goal? Laura Veenreiter is going to take this throw. Finds Caitlin Ford, gets it back again. The Austrian, can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in towards the near post. Stina's there. The shot's deflected. It's going to be a corner to Arsenal. Is the goal going to come here? We'll take a 1-0, won't we? I said that the other night. I'll take a 1-0 away from home. You'll take a positive result. A 0-0 is not the end of the world. Let's be honest. It's not the end of the world. But we've had enough of the ball to really be winning this game. Anyway, another cross comes in. Goalkeeper, oh, it's a bit of an unconventional punch, but she got it clear. And Hacken just anywhere will do for them now. And it's gone into the Arsenal half finally. We're into the last 16 minutes here in Gothenburg. It is Hacken 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal have dominated this game, but just haven't managed to find that goal. And it's been quite frustrating. We haven't really had that many chances either, if we're totally honest. Two really big ones, though. Rosa Kafaji in the first half hit the bar. And then, of course, in the second half, Beth Mead's header was somehow saved by the goalkeeper from point-blank range. That's a mixture of a good save and a bad miss for me, that one. You should really score from 2 or 3 yards, shouldn't you? Anyway, Arsenal got a free kick in our defensive third. It was Tyndall there's fouled Leia Cadena. Oh, she's went into a dice like a dead leg there. That's going to be painful, that one. Anyway, it is a free kick to Arsenal. We look to try and find this goal in the last 15 minutes here. Is it going to come or not? Lotta Woburn-Moy now bringing the ball forward for Arsenal up this near side. Plays it in to midfield. Frida Marnham now with Caitlin Ford. Now it's with Kyra Cooney. Cross has done well again. Caitlin Ford wants the ball on this near side and she's got it. She's seen a lot of the ball, hasn't she? Caitlin Ford cuts in field. She's done really well. Caitlin Ford plays across towards the far post. Stina just flicks it on. Couldn't quite get enough on it there, Stina, to direct it towards the goal. I'm not sure she's quite match sharp yet, Stina. She hasn't played much in pre-season or the other qualifiers. Played bits and pieces here and there. She's not played enough football for me. As a striker, you need to be on that pitch to get your sharpness back and to be really firing. And Stina hasn't been able to do that yet. You do feel she needs a goal to go in just to maybe give her a little bit more confidence as well. Oh, and suddenly Hacken have got an opportunity over on the far side. This is a big chance for Hacken inside the penalty area, and they've scored. 14 minutes left on the counter-attack. They've barely been in our half. Hacken have scored totally against the run of play, and suddenly Arsenal are in trouble here. I think it was Tyndall with the goal. A counter-attack it was. The second counter-attack they've had. They almost scored from the first one. They have scored from the second one. And Arsenal have gone behind very, very late in this game. Not really what was required. Not what we expected either. You have to say the way this game has gone. Just one long ball. It was missed by, was it Katie McCabe? It was that missed the ball over on that far side. It's a decent finish as Manu came out. Just dinked it over her. It was Katie McCabe missed the ball. And suddenly there's a one-on-one opportunity there into the box. Katie couldn't get back. And that's a cool finish, you have to say, a dinked finish. And suddenly Arsenal are behind in a game we've totally dominated. And says, damn and sloppy Arsenal. It was Katie McCabe's mistake. Totally, totally punished there. But in fact, I think it might have been Bergstrom that scored the goal, was it? No, it was Tyndall. It was Tyndall that scored the goal. Number 24. And didn't she take it well, the American? Arsenal now, we've got to find something. We've got to find something. Terry says, well taken goal. This is what happens when you play Arteta ball and don't shoot well, yeah. LG says, Jonas, how many poor performances and results have we seen under this manager? Nick says there, need to turn it around now, show character, clinical, fine margins. Yeah, fine margins, exactly. It is fine margins. I mean, we've dominated this game, and yet we're finding ourselves 1-0 down. The good news is, of course, this isn't a one-off game. There is a second leg to come at Meadow Park. And even worst case scenario, we do lose this game. I still feel we've got enough to turn it around next week. But obviously, it's not ideal, is it, to be losing this game? We don't want to lose it. We've still got time. We've still got 11 and a half minutes of normal time, plus some stoppage time. Roy says there, just spending time with the kids and the score just flashed up. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. We don't deserve to be losing. But if you don't shoot and you don't take your chances, then obviously you don't score a goal, do you? And Tabitha Tyndall it is, the American with the goal. Well, I'm sure she'll have a few words to say to Emily Fox at the end of this game. And it's a throw now to Hacken on this near side. We're coming up towards the last 10 minutes. Can Arsenal salvage something here? Wouldn't be the first time we've come from difficult situations, is it, to get a result? Leah Williamson's come on. When did Leah Williamson come on? I don't remember Leah Williamson coming on, do you? Anyway, Leah Williamson's on. Greg's told us. Who went off then? Was it Loss has gone off? Not quite sure whether that was an injury. Little Cubby says, well, it's been a right load of crap. Same old, same old. LG says, we deserve to be losing. Not a good performance, very predictable. Well, that's the other thing we deserve to be losing. When you look at the possession that we've had, Hacken have hardly been in our half. I don't think that's a performance that, have we done enough to win the game? No, probably not. In the final third, we definitely haven't. We don't deserve to be losing, do we? 0-0 would probably have been right because we haven't created enough and Hacken have not been in the game. But one counter attack, and that's what can happen. We're coming forward now up this near side. Is this going to be the moment? A drilled cross in towards the near post. Stina couldn't quite get onto it there. And in the end, Hacken clear away, but not for very long. Again, Arsenal can't find that finishing touch. Despite some more attacking play, Hacken trying to come forward. And in fact, there's a free kick. Kim Little is going to get a yellow card as well. Gregory says, now their fans are into the game. Well, of course, they're winning them into the last 10 minutes. It's another yellow card for Arsenal. Leah Williamson missed her tackle there, and in the end, it was Kim Little committed the foul. I'm going to blame this pitch for a lot of this that's gone on actually in this game. We've not played well enough. I agree. I'm not trying to pretend we have, but anyway. LG says, possession is useless if you don't do something meaningful with it. We are just sideways and backwards, no real penetration and invention. And most of that I agree with. And possession doesn't mean anything if you don't do enough with it. But I think if you've got the ball for 75% of the game, you certainly don't deserve to lose the game, do you? Like I said, we haven't done enough to win it. We haven't created enough chances to win it. We haven't stretched their defence enough. We haven't created enough, as you rightly say. But we certainly don't deserve to be losing. But that's football. You often don't get what you deserve in football, do you? And it is fine margins, as we said before. I think it was Gregory mentioned it. It is fine margins. It was one mistake there by Katie McCabe, and then a really good finish, and that's the way it goes. But yeah, there's still time. There's still 8 minutes or so plus stoppage time for us to find the goal and make the second leg next week a little bit easier. Because let's face it, Hacken aren't going to be any easier to break down. I think obviously being at home is going to help us. I think the pitch is going to help us next week. And I do think we can score the goals that we need. But obviously, let's get at least a goal here and take something back to Meadow Park next week. Well, let's see. We've got a throw now over on that far side, which Katie McCabe is going to take. A bit tight there, actually. Now it's gone back to Manu Zinsberger, clips it forward, flicks on, and suddenly there's a little bit of space. Caitlin falls in space on this near side if the ball's right. The ball is right. We're getting bodies in the box now. Caitlin Ford has to hold it up and wait. Like, ball played across. Oh, Stina couldn't quite get there. Needed just wait a little bit longer there, Caitlin, until bodies had got into the box. Wasn't a bad ball, into a really good area, actually. The Arsenal players couldn't quite catch up with it quickly enough. Stina was trying to get herself in there. That was good play, though, from Arsenal. That was a good counter-attack. Obviously, there's a little bit more space because it was a counter-attack. Hacken was slightly open there for the first time, really. Leah Williamson plays it forward. It finds Stina on the edge of the box, just runs away from her again. I'm blaming the pitch for that as well. Terry says, hang on a minute, it was good enough playing crap like this on Sunday. Arteta ball wins nothing as is proved. Well, no, I kind of agree with you, yeah. This is what we mean by fine margins, isn't it? The way Arsenal played against Tottenham at the weekend wasn't a great performance, but you sneak a 1-0 win and you think, well, okay, we'll take that, fair enough, brilliant. That's the sign of a good team. You can play well, which I think we played well tonight. We haven't played brilliantly. We've played well. We've had most of the possession. We've dominated the game, and we're on the brink of losing 1-0. So it's all about the result at the end of the day, isn't it? I suppose that's what matters. And Arsenal need to find a goal if we're going to get a result here. We're coming forward again. That's another free kick to Arsenal, another yellow card as well. And Frida Mine have just got a yellow card for pushing over the Anna Anvergaard who committed the foul. Archduke of Austria says it's time to go. Well, you've only just got here, mate. No, you don't need to go. You can stay and wait. You can stay with us till the end, surely. It's not time to go yet. Anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal, so there's still time for us to get a goal or two in this game. And Frida Mineham just pushed down Anvergaard over to get the ball. And that's a silly yellow card, although it's quite funny, to be fair. Anyway, of course, Anna Anvergaard used to play in the WSL for Everton. LG says, I don't see a title-winning team in this team. There's just something missing. I don't think it's a personnel issue. Maybe it's a coaching issue. I don't know. Well, I mean, you could say the same about lots of teams at this point in the season. You don't win titles in September. We're not even started the season yet. This performance tonight doesn't fill you with a lot of confidence. I agree. But, let's see. There's still time. If we can get a draw out of this, that will show character, and that's important. And depending on how the goals scored, the quality that we have got quality, there's no doubt. And we're trying to come forward now over on that far side. This cross comes in again towards the far post. Laura Wainwright was trying to get on the end of it, but it's going to come all the way to Caitlin Ford. I think it's done pretty well since she's come on, actually. Laura Wainwright, so she's done well as well, actually. Leah Williamson now in possession, plays it square to Leah Cadena. Everybody for Arsenal's forward. Hacken have got 11 players back. It's like a yellow and black wall, isn't it? They look like sort of wasps. Leah Williamson's cross, but it's not a great cross, actually. It's headed away, and Hacken managed to clear it away. They're strong defensively, Hacken, you have to say. They have defended well. We haven't done enough, I suppose you could say, but they have defended well, and I think that you have to give credit to them for that as well. But we have missed two really big chances, haven't we? That would have made a massive difference in this game. Instead, we are losing, but there is still time. Although Hacken trying to come forward again. This time, Leah Williamson cuts it out, and now she can bring the ball forward. And suddenly, there's a little bit of space. Leah manages to get that ball up this near side, looking for Caitlin Ford. Wasn't a good ball, actually. In fact, she was fouled, Leah. She took a little bit too long, and it is a foul. And Kermark there, the Hacken player, seemed a bit bemused by that. I think it was a foul. Comp285 says there Arsenal definitely need to score. Well, absolutely, of course we need to score. We definitely need to score because we're losing 1-0. But anyway, we have got a free kick, so we've got a chance to at least get the ball in the box. It's about 25-30 yards out, too far out for a shot. But Katie McCabe is over it. Frida Marnham is over it. Kyra Cooney-Cross takes a free kick into the box. Comes out to Laura Wainwright over on that far side. Now it's with Mariona Caldente. Still trying to create a little opening here at Arsenal. There is still time. 2.5 minutes of normal time. Chips the ball into the penalty area. It's a good run. What's the cross like? Oh, right across the box and nobody's there. Frida Marnham it was. That's a really good ball. Nobody in that 6-yard box to finish it off. And Arsenal are running out of time. LG says you can give this manager Atana Walsh and Sam Kearney still couldn't get over the line. I don't think he's a top coach. We are going to find out this season. As I said, there's no more excuses for me. This season, he's got to do it. He's got to do it. But it's still very, very early days. And if we manage to turn this around in the second leg next week, if it does finish 1-0, then, we've done what we needed to do. Let's see what happens on Sunday as well first, of course. There's a big game on Sunday coming up against Manchester City at the Emirates. It's going to be a much different game to this. Leah Williamson's long ball over the top. It's a good ball. Stina's trying to get in. Stina has got in. The angle's tight. Can she pull it back? She does pull it back into the 6-yard box. Cleared away. Oh, that was almost a moment there. Stina did really, really well there. In fact, it's a throw, is it? Or is it a substitution being made? It is a substitution for Hacken. We're into the last minute. And Hacken probably bringing on another defender. They've showed very little attacking ambition in this game, but enough to be winning. Can Arsenal salvage a draw here to take back next week? Leah Williamson with a cross. It's blocked. So she's going to get another chance. Just plays it off to Kim Little, gets it back again. Leah Williamson plays it square to Leah Cadane, and that's with Katie McCabe. She's going to want to do something here, isn't she, to make up for that mistake that cost us the goal. Mariona Caldente now on that far side. Ball's played in to Kim Little, touches it off. The cross comes in towards the penalty area, headed on by a Hacken defender. Caitlin Ford's going to keep this in. Leah Williamson in support. We're into the last few seconds of normal time. You imagine it's going to be 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time. So there is still a chance here for Arsenal. Kim Little trying to bundle her way through, looking for the free kick. It's not given, and now suddenly Hacken have got another counter-attacking opportunity. Ball's played through, but Leah Cadena's there, reads that well. And there we go. LG says 3 years in and you still haven't found out. Well, we've won 2 trophies and reached the Champions League semi-final. You don't do that if you're not a good coach. I'm sorry, you don't. Not with the competition that there is now. We've beaten Chelsea in 2 finals. Not too many managers can say that, can they? What's Man City's manager doing? What have they done? Do you know what I mean? He's been there a lot longer. They haven't won anything. Anyway, that ball's played forward. There is going to be 5 minutes of stoppage time. And we are into that 5 minutes now. It's relentless Arsenal pressure. The cross comes in from Katie McCabe. It's a good one. Oh, no Arsenal player there to finish it off. It's headed away again. And now Arsenal coming forward. The ball into the edge of the box. And again, Hacken scramble it clear. But Leah Williamson's picked it up. Oh, does a little nutmeg there. And then gets nutmegged herself. And Arsenal just can't get the ball again now. That was a great cross, actually, over on that far side from Katie McCabe, I think it was. No Arsenal player on the end of it. Comp285 says here, maybe we need to play more free, both men and women's team. Wingers change size during the game, both long balls through the midfield and hold up play change. No, I agree. You can see some similarities in the way the two teams play, the men and the women, and it's not always the best football. I agree. But anyway, we've now played a minute and a half of stoppage time. Of the 5, Leah Williamson bringing the ball forward, finds Laura Wainwright, and she finds Caitlin Ford. I think the subs have made a big impact in this game, actually. All of them have. Maybe that's could be what might influence the team selection at the weekend. We shall see. Lovely. There's a chance now inside the box. Frida Marnham. Did the goalie save it? I think she might have done. That was our best chance for quite some time. It was Frida Marnham again inside the box. She makes those runs. Kyra Cooney crossed with the ball. And in the end, I'm sure that's a good save that is there from the goalkeeper. Frida Marnham there, first time shot. It was a good save at full stretch. It's a corner to Arsenal. Frida frustrated there. We're halfway through this 5 minutes of stoppage time. So close that was there to the goal. This corner comes in from Katie McKay towards the near post. Never poor corner, actually, headed away quite comfortably. Kim Little plays it back to Katie McCabe again. And she's lost the ball. And then she's conceded a throw. And that was not a good corner at all, was it? Gregory says, Leah's playing a really good stoppage break. No, she's done well, yeah. LG says, so by your logic, Roberto Di Matteo was a top manager because he won the Champions League. Well, of course, yeah. Although he didn't manage the team for that whole season, did he? But yeah, of course you don't win a Champions League if you're not a great manager, and that's the way it is. And so yeah, to win trophies, sometimes you need a bit of luck. Of course you do. Absolutely, you need a bit of luck. But I think Roberto Di Matteo is not the best example simply because he wasn't there very long, was he? It's not like he built a team to win a trophy. Jonas has built a team and he's won 2 trophies, beating Chelsea twice, and he's reached the Champions League semi-final. And that's with a team that he's built. And I think that's that is the sign of a good coach and a good manager. Is he a great manager? Is he a world-class manager? At the moment, he's got to prove that. And I would say no, at the moment, no, because he hasn't proved that. But he's certainly a good coach and he's certainly a good manager because of what he's achieved. But this season is the one, isn't it? For me, this is the season where we can't make excuses anymore. Not that we're making excuses, but there's no excuses this season. This season's all about winning something other than the League Cup, isn't it? That's what it's about. It's about being in the Champions League. Anyway, Frida's quick throw is going to send Stina away on this near side. Stina plays ball into the box. This is good. Frida Marnham again. I don't know if that was a cross or a shot, but it's going to run right the way across. It's going to be a throw. It must have got a deflection because it's an Arsenal throw. We're into the last minute of... LG says Ten Hag has won 2 trophies and he's crap, so that logic should be taken. Well, no, I don't think he is crap. He's won more trophies than Arteta's won. There's a header comes in, hit the bar from Frida. Last seconds of the game. It's another corner. Wow, Arsenal we've been late. We've had the chances late on in this game. Frida's header hit the crossbar and came back out, and it is another corner. This will be Arsenal's last chance. You feel it's a better corner. Goalkeeper's fumbled it a little bit. It's come to Laura Wainwright in the box. Her attempt has been blocked. We've played the 5 minutes, and there's still a little bit more time. Can we get one more opportunity? That was maybe it from Frida there. Laura Wainwright now tries to get a cross in. It's going to be another throw to Arsenal. Are we going to get time to get this equaliser? So unlucky, you have to say. We've hit the woodwork twice in this game. One was maybe a poor finish, and that was an effort there from Mariona, which has been deflected. And in fact, I think there goes the full-time whistle. This game has finished. Hacken 1, Arsenal 0. It is only the first leg. Let's not get too excited yet. It's only the first leg. We've got the second leg next week at Meadow Park to come. We're going to have to score 2 goals. We're going to have to be a lot more clinical in that final third. We had some chances late on there. Frida Marnham twice was denied, once by the goalkeeper and once by the crossbar. Rosa Kafaji at the crossbar in the first half as well. It's just not been Arsenal's night. It just has not been Arsenal's night tonight. It was Mariano's cross there at the end, almost created that goal there for Frida. Good header, in fact. She was so unlucky. And the ball's come back off the crossbar for the second time tonight. And it's just wasn't meant to be for us, was it, tonight? It just wasn't our night. It's finished 1-0 to Hacken. I don't think we deserve to lose that game. I don't think anybody can dispute that. We didn't deserve to lose. And I think I've seen enough here on our pitch with our fans. I've seen enough here to suggest that we can. Yes, Hacken are strong defensively. But I think we've shown enough tonight that we can beat these by at least 2 goals next week and go through. I'm not overly concerned about that. It was frustrating tonight. Of course, it would have been better to have won the game, but I thought we were unlucky there. Terry says, I wouldn't mind having Di Matteo for 6 months if he won us the Champions League. No, exactly. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't mind anybody who's going to win us the Champions League. And says, great commentary. See you tomorrow, guys. Yeah, and thank you, Ange, for watching. We'll see you very soon. LG says, Mariana's not used to losing. Welcome to the Arsenal. Well, then she needs to step up and make sure we don't lose. You know, I thought she didn't have a bad game tonight. She drifted in and out a little bit. But there you go. Gott says, Asans, but I put my hope in the home game 5-0. I don't know about 5-0, but I think we'll do enough to go through. But we've got a lot of work to do. Terry says, 1-0 half-time. We can't play 90 minutes of 2 shots and then play football in the last 5 minutes and nearly nick a draw. Well, no, I thought we had chances before that as well. That one in the first half, of course, Beth's header. When you look at the game, we could have scored 4 or 5 goals tonight without playing that well, I agree. But, yeah. Johnny said, I told you we're not ready for the season. I will be shocked if we beat Man City. Let's see, different game, different place, different atmosphere. Greg says, it's like all our strikers are in a slump at the same time. Yeah, it does seem that way. Rajendra says, their counter-attack plan worked as the midfield players were shooting a high ball to their runners. Well, yeah, no, they played a good game. LG says, we struggled against Rosenborg at Meadow Park and we only won 1-0. Hacken is a better team than Rosenborg. It's going to be tough. No, it'll be tough. But what you got to remember is, against Rosenborg, we scored early, had a load of chances, and then we got nervous towards the end because it was only 1-0. In this game, we have to win 2-0, don't we? It's going to be a totally different game. And yes, Hacken are a better team than Rosenborg. I thought we played well against Rosenborg for a majority of that game, better than we did tonight. And I think at Meadow Park, with the crowd, I think we'd be more than good enough. We'd be more than good enough. But we have to go out and do it next week. There's no more excuses. We have to win. We have to win by 2 goals. Or we're going out of Champions League 2 seasons in a row without getting in the group stage. And then I think questions will need to be asked about Jonas. But before that second leg, we have got the Man City game on Sunday. And before that, we've got the men's game in the Champions League tomorrow against Atalanta. That kicks off at 8 o'clock, which is a slightly better time to be kicking off, let's be honest. So I'll be here about 7:45 for that one. So join me for that. Called Sunday, the Man City WSL kicks off 12:30 on Sunday lunchtime. I'll be here for that one. So let's join me for that. And of course, the men's game at the Etihad at 4:30. I'll be there for that one as well. Wow, what a few days we've got. Grot says they're in. Retrospect seems like the right choice not going to Gothenburg, sitting on a train home now. Well, yeah, no, maybe was the right choice in the end, I suppose. But maybe if you'd been there, they would have scored a few goals and we'd have won the game, maybe. So you've got to do that home there. Rajendra says Hacken defence is good. We need a defence like that. Greg says, only one mistake, get DVD and goal, that'll settle the nerves. I don't think the goalkeeper was at fault, really. I thought the mistake was from Katie McKay, wasn't it? That led to the goal, but would definitely have saved it, quite possibly. Terry says, Jonas needs to step away from Arteta, bore the arse off your football and get back to proper football where we have shots at goal. Well, yeah, there does seem to be too much Arteta influence all over this club at the minute, and it's not good. It's not good at all. Anyway, look, we've lost the game 1-0, right? It's the first leg. It is what it is. I thought we deserved at least a draw there. We didn't get it. We need to do better in the final third. There's no doubt about that. 3 or 4 of our more quality players have to step up their game in the next few days on Sunday and next week. They have to. LG says, sorry, I see Hacken going through, to be honest. They have something tangible to protect. And remember, they held Chelsea at Kingsmeadow. No, I'm not saying they're not a good side. I just think that we showed tonight we're going to create chances against them. And at home, I think we will. Gregory says, thank you for your comments. No, thank you, my friend, for joining us. Thank you for your comments as well. Thanks for everyone. So, I mean, it's not going to be easy next week. I'm not saying we're going to go and win 5-0. Absolutely not. No, it's going to be a tough game. I saw enough tonight to suggest that at home, with the crowd on our pitch, I think we can go and get the win that we need to go through. 2-1, 3-1, 2-0, 3-1, whatever it might be. I think it's enough. We've got enough to win that game. Regenda says, this was Jonas' ball, not Arteta ball, as Arteta's team is winning. Yeah, but what you've got to remember is Arteta's had more time to create that system to work. Jonas hasn't, and it looks as though our system here with the women is changing to almost to copy Arteta's football, and Arteta's 2 years further down the line. I personally wouldn't have gone down that route because I can't stand Arteta's football. But there you go. It is what it is. Anyway, look, we've lost this game. We've got a second leg to come. Let's not go over the top about it yet. If we lose to Man City, and if we lose and we don't go through against Hacken, I'll be in agreement with everyone who said get rid of Jonas, because that isn't acceptable. Absolutely isn't acceptable, right? But we've got these 2 games now to come at home over the next 7 days. So let's get behind the team. Let's get the 2 wins that we need, and then we can build on that going forward in the season. If we don't win the next 2 games, I would start to say that yes. Jonas LG says the Jonas out comments are lit on Twitter. Yeah, but people on Twitter are morons mainly. Grot says Hampshire lost their game, and I can't see how they should turn this around. Seems like there'll be no Arsenal Champions League game. No, keep the faith, my friend. Keep the faith. Greg says we'll beat City and win second leg. I have faith in this team. I agree with you. I think we will. We need to do better though, don't we? Look, let's put this one behind us now. It's done. Let's look forward to Sunday and getting a good start in the WSL, and then we can deal with his second leg after that, can't we? But yeah, if we lose the next 2 games as well, I think Jonas's days are up. And I don't think I wouldn't even argue with that. And I like Jonas, and I want him to be given time. But if we lose the next 2 games, then no, I think it'll be time for him to go, absolutely. But let's win the 2 games, and then let's see where we go and push on from there. It's important now, isn't it? We turn this around and push on. And let's see. Terry says, well said, Greg. Indeed. Right, let's get out of here because, I've only just got in from work. I need some food, and that's the way it is. So let's see. LG says, I agree that this team is a mirror image of Arteta's team. Jonas needs to stop copying Arteta. The teams are just different. I absolutely agree. Terry says, Arteta out. Save that for tomorrow when we lose to Atlanta. Regenda says, Terry does not like Arteta, that even if he wins a double, he will still hate him. Go and support a team with manager like. It's not like that, though, is it? You don't have to like the manager to support the team, the club. The 2 things are not the same, are they? I don't like Arteta. I don't like his demeanour. I don't like the things he says. I don't like the excuses he makes. I don't like the style of football he plays. If he's successful and wins us trophies, and I'll take it, and I'll say fair enough. I'll accept it. Well done. We've won trophies. I'll never like him. I'll never like him. It's been 4 years, nearly 5 years. I'm not going to like him now, and I'm sure Terry's the same. Greg says we should play 2 up front. I think next week we'll have to play 4 up front against their 9 defenders, won't we, really? But anyway, look, we can worry about Arteta tomorrow night. Join me for that if you can. That'll be good. Grot says, I'll call Jonas. I don't understand what that means, but I'm sure it's not very nice. In Swedish, obviously. I'm sure Jonas knows what it means. Terry says, not ready to see tomorrow. Greg, all in the chat. Come on, you Goody Goals. Indeed. Let's see what happens on Sunday first, and then we go from there. I think a win on Sunday will give everyone a lift, and then I think we'll do enough. If we lose Sunday, the pressure's really on Wednesday and next Thursday, and then we could be in trouble. But anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow night I'm here 7:45 for the Atalanta game. We can talk about Arteta ball all night long because that's what we'll be watching. And I'm not too sure if it's going to be that enjoyable, but Atalanta are a good side as well. But let's see what happens tomorrow. Of course, Sunday, well, suddenly a lot more pressure on us for Sunday now, isn't there, against Man City? They won their game easily tonight against a team that knocked us out last year. Grot says, No, it's nice. Talk some sense into. Oh, okay. No, that's fair enough. I agree. That seems fair. We'll agree with that. So join me tomorrow for the men's game. Join me Sunday for the double header. Loads of stuff going on. It's going to be good. It's going to be better than tonight. It's finished here. Hacken 1, Arsenal 0. Disappointing result. Not a fantastic performance. I thought we deserved a draw. Greg says, have a nice dinner, night sleep, and everything will look rosy. Yeah, I hope so, mate. Everything look more rosy this time. Well, next Thursday, hopefully things will look more rosy. Terry says, do I support the mighty Arsenal? That's why I want Arteta out. What says grim things? Exactly, yeah. That's exactly right. I support the club, not any individual. Grot says, thanks, mate. Take care. Have a nice night. And yourself, my friend. Hopefully we'll see you very, very soon. That's it, guys. I'm off to have some dinner. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. We can still do it. We can still do it. Ta-ra, guys. Thanks for watching.